All right, welcome everybody to today's video installment, which is going to be focused on the employment services that we provide. So, welcome to employment. All right, and so I'm here with my colleague.
Emmanuel Wilder, good afternoon.
All right, and we are going to discuss a couple of things. The first thing we're going to talk about is the process of referral, and so how you are initially referred to employment. The second thing we'll discuss is what takes place once you are referred to employment and how we assist you with obtaining employment. And then lastly, we will talk about specifically our employer partnerships and how those job submissions work and are a little bit different from regular job submissions. Okay, so you initially come into Volunteers of America, and we have many services that we provide. Amongst the one that we are discussing specifically today is employment. And so you'll have some conversations with your individual service coordinator, which may include a need for additional income so that you can obtain or become independently responsible for your own finances without our assistance. And so, of course, in order to do that, you may be required to look for work and to obtain a job, be it part time or full time. And so, you will be referred to myself or to Emmanuel. All right, and so once that referral is made, we will reach out to you, and we have various ways that we do reach out by phone or by email, and we will set up some time to have a conversation with you where we're talking about your military experience and what that entailed. We will also discuss your past work history, and then we will discuss your current employment goals and future employment goals if that is applicable. All right, and so now Mr. Wilder is going to talk with you about that employer partner process and what that looks like.
Absolutely, and thank you, Katrina, for giving a very good overview. Again, our job before we dive in is to figure out what employment looks like and what partnership looks like as we start to forge these relationships with these companies. So the first question is, what does a partnership entail when we are connecting to these employers within the community? And here you can just see a few of the partners that we are connected with. Basically, partnership is an informal agreement that allows an agency like ours to get preferential treatment to present talent to them. That's what it's really about. These companies that you see listed are companies that have identified needs within their organization, and they have identified VOA as a suitor to fill those needs. They've found within us a network and a pool of talent that they can draw from to help people find employment and to help their companies grow. So that's really what a partnership looks like. We encourage people to take advantage of partnerships like SNC, for example, that we see here, because it allows them to sort of skip the line. Preferential treatment means you no longer have to go through the mundane, basic, and the bureaucracy of applying for a job. You no longer have to use Indeed and Monster and various job boards to get hired. Now, based off of the relationships that Katrina and myself have forged with actual recruiters, we are able to take your resume and present it to the said recruiter. And from there, they're able to connect with you directly, allowing you to skip the line and the hassle and the uncertainty of knowing if you'll ever get a call back. So our job is to make sure your job gets a little easier when it comes to looking for a job. The next thing people might want to know is the actual partnership list. Again, as you see who we are working with, people may be inclined to ask, hey, I want to work with a company that's not in your partner network. Is it possible? Can I do it? And the answer is yes. We encourage you to still apply to companies that we are not partnered with. You are not restricted by any means to only work with the companies we have on this list. But we do want you to still apply to those companies you would want to work for. Let us know who those companies are. We'll then be able to make a call and then, on your behalf, serve as an advocate and a bridge to get you still directly in front of that employer. We've got a few tricks, a few resources, and most importantly, a wider network that allows us to kind of do some of the heavy lifting for you. So if you want to work for a huge Fortune 500 company and you don't see them listed within our current list here, and keep in mind our current list is growing, simply give us the name. We can do some research on our end and make sure that we are connecting you and placing you in the best position to succeed. So with that, please take advantage of our employer partnership network. It's easy to use and it really works well.